Directory information is information the school would generally consider to be harmless if disclosed. You know, stuff that the school might want to share with the general public. This is information you would find in a school directory. Sports program, a list of student names for Valentine's Day, or a school yearbook. Generally includes information like a student's name, address, grade level, or photograph. But it could also include a student's weight or height for an athletic program, participation in officially recognized activities in sports, or any degrees or honors they've received. Honors, like prominently displaying their quality work on the wall. I made a gold star out of macaroni. The important thing to understand here is that directory information is set at the school or sometimes the district level. This means the exact definition will differ from school to school depending on what they consider to be harmless. Some schools go beyond and share not just the data elements they consider to be directory information, but also who they can share it with. We highly recommend that you become familiar with what your school considers to be directory information. That way you can know what you're allowed to share and with whom you're allowed to share it. Each school is required by law to send home or post on their website an annual notice of their directory information policy. Parents must be given the option to opt out within a reasonable amount of time. This time period will appear in the directory information notice. Schools will usually send this notice home as part of that big packet of papers that parents have to sign at the beginning of the school year. If parents don't opt their children out of directory information, then you're free to use this exception in accordance with your school's policy. Even though this notice is for parents, you're going to need to read it and know what it says. There should also be some way at your school to track if any of your students have been opted out of directory information. In some cases, the notification, opt-out, and tracking are built right into your SIS. In other cases, there might be a shared spreadsheet for tracking opt-outs. You'll need to check with your school to find out which one you use. Depending on the purpose of sharing the data, you might want to use one of the other FERPA exceptions. Well, I'd love to say more, but I gotta get ready for the spelling bee. What's my word? Directory. I think I've got this one. Directory. D-I-R-E-C-T-O